What's going on, Jerome's? So, yes. It is early in the 2024 NFL season, but the Vikings out of the gate 3-0, wanting some mo, and through the various tiebreakers. Hey, maybe they're on to the tiebreaker of point differential, which the Vikings are number 2 in the league at plus 55, only behind the Saints because the Saints had 2 blowout games. Whatever. Still not buying the Saints. But your Vikings, they look really good. They play a tough, physical brand of football. They're explosive on offense. They're multiple on defense, smothered and covered like your Waffle House hash browns. Woo. That's right, man. So you feel good about things. Now, before the start of the season, I think we put out the prediction of like 10-7. Right? Because, yes, the schedule at the beginning looked daunting, but we said at the time, multiple times, that every schedule looks tough until the games start because teams surprise and teams surprise the other way, right? You really don't know from year to year who's going to be good, who's going to be great, and who's going to be absolutely ass, right? So now, Vikings start out 3-0. I'm going to walk through the remaining schedule and the whole, that's a win, dog, that's a loss, and just see where we end up. It's going to be interesting. So, starting off this weekend, Sunday, starting off the NFC North schedule at the Greasy Grimy Green Bay Packers will be Jordan Love, will be Malik Willis. Don't care. I absolutely do not care. I feel like this has a chance to be another statement win. I mean, respect to the Giants, but this is the first real road test for the Vikings. Last 2 games have been impressive against the Niners and the Texans, but both have been at home. Let's take the show on the road. A show that this defense travels. Aaron Jones revenge game going to run for 297. Also, I think Sam Darnold has himself a great day as well. I think the cut and paste, enhance. I think the Vikings do get it done on the road in pretty impressive fashion. Like alternate line of Vikings minus 9.5, maybe. Yeah, and then on to Foggy London. Then on to Foggy London Town, Tottenham Stadium, the Tossers of Tottenham, taking on Aaron Rodgers and the Jets. Now, the Jets have been beset by injuries, but the defense is still legit. Well, actually, I don't know if the defense is good or they just got to play the Patriots. I don't know. Rodgers looks dialed in for the time being. You just wait. I mean, the election's coming up. I mean, his head will be turned. So, I mean, this is going to be a tough game. Neutral site. Vikings are undefeated over in London, and I do think that does carry the day. I think the Vikings do head out 5-0 heading into the bye. Now, everyone's going to be like, the 2016 Vikings start out 5-0 into the bye, then they finish 8-8. This ain't that team, bro. Like, if you think that this team, well, no, go back and watch some of that 2016 team. It was fluky. Even said it at the time, that the Vikings were playing over their skis and above expected value, right? But this team, tough, physical brand of football, can run the ball, obviously can throw the ball. You get Jefferson and Addison, you get Addison and Hockenson back, and you're going to be good to go, right? So the Vikings move to 5-0 heading into the bye, and then you got the Lions game. Now, this is the game that Hockenson should return. And I think that this is going to be a glorious revenge game. The Lions are frauds. Jared Goff has been exposed. They won the first game because 17,000 Rams got injured. They won the last game because they wiped off a pick 6 before halftime. And the Lions, fraudulent. Like they're still pumped up. It's like, well, Dan Campbell gives a good locker room speech. Yeah, they can run the ball. Aiden Hutchinson is a monster, but secondary still suspect, and they don't have anyone to catch the ball outside of Amon or St. Brown. Laporte is up on blocks for the moment in time. So the Vikings, 2-0 in the division, which is what matters. At the Rams, Thursday Night Football. I feel like there's always a game where they're just like, no. But the Rams are beset by injuries right now, even though they took it to the San Francisco 49ers. I think that really says more about the state of the Niners right now. I think the Vikings broke them, as well as, I mean, you just have to respect Matthew Stafford. He's a warrior out there. But the Vikings get it done in prime time. First of only 2 primetime games this year, which I'm perfectly fine with. And they head into the mini-bye after Thursday Night Football at 7-0. I'm going to take that. Then you got the Colts at home. Anthony Richardson is bad right now. Like, he has those 60-yard throws on a dime, and you see the good Richardson, but you also the decision-making accuracy can certainly waver at times. Plus, they're dealing with injuries. Buckner's out on defense. But I think the Colts are still tough. I think that they will give the Vikings a run for their money. But at home, I mean, you have Brian Flores against Anthony Richardson in the second year. I think he puts Richardson in a blender, and we get it done. Then 2 games on the road, AFC South Tour finishing up. You're at the Jaguars. You're at the Tennessee Titans. Trevor Lawrence's ass, thank you. Will Levis is somehow worse. So, yeah, they're 2 road games, but they're against 2 teams that are currently 0-3. So, give me that win. 10-0. Ooh, getting spicy now. At the crooked Chicago Bears, Caleb Williams is being exposed. Offensive line can't block. The receivers, I mean, Rome finally had himself a good game, which is great. Defensively, I mean, they looked good early, and then they fell apart against the Colts last week. And even at Soldier Field, do not care at all. Vikings rolling on 11-0. And then you got the Cardinals at home. The Cardinals are going to be tough. Like, I'm not buying that game against the Lions. They're going to have Trey McBride back. And Marvin Harrison Jr. will cease to be being a rookie by then. He'll have 2/3 of a season under his belt. Kyler is dangerous. And I do think that that's the equalizer for a Brian Flores defense. If you have a quarterback, like Kyler, like Josh Allen, like Lamar, who can move and improvise, it's going to be tough. That puts a lot of stress on the defense. So I'm actually going to say that the Vikings drop one. That's where the streak ends. So 11-1, still a lot of fun. And then you got Kirk Cousins coming back into the House of Pain. No contest. Like, I feel like they might flex that one to Sunday Night Football if the Falcons are still relevant, which they probably won't be. Because, I mean, remember, the Falcons are a Nick Sirianni dumbass moment away from being 0-3. So I don't want to hear about it. Then you got the Bears again, Monday Night Football. Winter Warrior Night. It's going to be fun. Vikings are going to win this game by 70. All right, so 13-1, getting it done. Seattle Seahawks on the road. This one might be flexed to Sunday Night Football as well. Seahawks are tough. I mean, their defense under Mike McDonald is fantastic. Geno's dialed in. They can run the ball with Walker or Charbonnet, as well as DK is starting to really feel himself. Plus, JSN is starting to pan out in that potential, man. So I think this one is tough, but I think the Vikings just get edged out in this spot. But 13-2, what it do? Not bad. Then you round out the schedule. Packers at home. Packers might be in the clubhouse by then. Yeah. And then you're at the Lions. Yeah, getting it done. No factor. All right. So ending up 15-2. It ain't bad. It ain't bad. Like, honestly, who scares you? In the National Football League right now, who scares you? The Bills look tough. So can't wait to see them in February. Seahawks look fantastic as well. Chiefs, I don't know what it is. Like, I know the Chiefs are always going to be relevant, but it seems like they start sleepwalking through the beginning of the year. Right? Yeah. Saints, no. Commies, interesting, but no. Texans, no. Jets, no. Buccaneers, no. Eagles, absolutely not. Chargers, no. Seriously, like, who scares you in this league right now? It might be the Vikings. With this explosive offense, the Flores defense, baby, we got Stu going. Anyways, your thoughts? Revised season predictions for the 2024 season. Let us know your thoughts. Our thoughts, comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support the work? Put a little something in the Venmo. But till next time, Skol, production value.